guys, we are going to know Fibonacci series. How many of you know? A series, here is the definition. Series of numbers in which each number in Fibonacci number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. The snippet is called as the series. Like if you are starting with a 0 and 1, the first two numbers are default, and from the third number this rule will be applied. That means the third number will be sum of first and second. What is it? 1, right? Then the fourth number will be the sum of second and third. So that will be 2, and that 3, 5, 8, 13 and 21, and it continues. So I think you people have understand what is a Fibonacci series, and now we want to code it. So before you want to code it, we just have to a logic here, right? So I'm saying a first number and second number here. So first number and second number. Okay. And the first number is 0 and the second number is 1 here. Okay. And just take a temporary variable here, and just see that the second one will goes to 1, right? That means from the next for the third one we have to add first number and second number. If we add it here, then we will lose this number, because this one should go to 1 here. But however, some people may think that first we have to change this value into 1, and then adding the value and 2. Like so many people may think like this, but after that the next operation, that means it process continues, right? So first will be 2 and this will be 2, and 2 plus 2 will be 4, but it should be 3. We lost here 1 here, so it is not a correct method. So we have to take another variable as, so for example, I'm taking as a variable temporary. Just look here, first number and second number we are adding it. I'm putting it in temporary, and then this second value will be copied to 1. Okay, and then this temporary value will be copied to second. Got it? Do the continues this process. Means first and second will be added together, and together, and returns the value 2. And as I already said, so write a steps here. First step, add first plus second, and then second step, put that sum into a temporary variable. And then the third step is copy the second value into first one. And then the fourth and the last one is copying temp value into second one. Okay, just try this process. We done up to the first one first here, and then we put the sum into temporary. We have done this step also, and copy the second value into the first one. Second value is 1, so I'm copying here 1, and then copying temporary value into the second. So temporary value will be 2, so I'm copying it into 2, and then here see, and again we have to come for the first step. Add first and second value 3. Put that sum into temp. That means 3 will be copied to temporary, and then copy the second value into the first. Second value will be the first. That means 2 will be gone here, and then copy the value into second. means temporary. We have to copy the value 3 into the second as per the step 4. So we are going to copy into 3. So here I want to reduce the step here, and here I'm directly adding as add and put it in temp. Okay, so you have understand this, I think. Add first and second number and put it in temp. I'm just merging the first two steps here, and as I write it in one step here. Okay, we are going to now here 3 will become, and 3 is here, and now I have to come for the first step again, add first and second and put it in temp. So the value will be 5, and here second value will be to our first, and the second step is copy the second value into the first. That means here that will be 3, and it is, and then and again the third step is copy temp value into the second. Okay, hope you understand this logic. If you continue the same process, we will get here sorry, it is far right. So we will get an 8 and 13, 21, and then 34, and so on. Hope you understand this logic, because here this process is in the why we are taking a temp here. If you understand this, then don't worry. We have to maintain a first value and the second value and the sum of first and second value. So we have to maintain 3 values at a point. So we are taking another temporary variable to save the first and second value, and then after the addition operation, the first value is no more useful. So I am putting the second value into the first step, and then putting the temporary value into the second, and the process continuing, so that the memory is just using 3 units only, just these 3 integers only. Or else you can write your code in using arrays also. We will write this code by the first and second method, and by using the arrays also. Let's first try our first code, right? As include iostring is our, hope you know all this. The first line is for console input and output, and then the namespace and the main. Now I'm declaring a variables as first, second, and temp, right? I'm initializing first as 0, I'm initializing second as 1. Here, as you can see, if you print the values of second, or if you print the values of first, or you can print the values of temp, anything will result the Fibonacci series. If you print the temp, it prints from 1 to 35, that means 1 2 3 5. If you print the second values, it prints from 1 1 2 3 5, that means here. If you print the values from 0, you can print first. Okay, you can print anything. So there is no need of initializing temp here, because the temp value will come from adding of first and second numbers. And then we have to put this a limit here, right? Because we don't know where to stop it. If you doesn't stop it, it will leads to an infinite loop. So we will ask the user for a limit. So asking user for a limit is enter a limit, and line right, and then sin limit. I scan for limit, and then while I am printing from 0. So while first is less than the limit, we are going to these steps into programming. We are going to convert these steps into the programming. Add first and second and put it in temp. So temp equals to first plus second, and then put the second value into the hi guys, I just lost the um, just because of a problem I just skipped these steps. uh, okay, here you can see that first will be second as our step and the second will be the temp, and if we iterate it we will get the result, and we will get the value as, if you enter as 50 we will get the result here, right? And we are printing first here, that means we are going to print from 0 1 1 2 3. Okay, so it just need first, second, temp and limit here, just four variables. So when we are running on a memory efficient, we have to use this program for finding the Fibonacci series. And there is another method, that means we are using a vectors or arrays. So if we have a more memory, then we just need to use this program. That means here 0 and array of 0 array of 1 values already been declared, and array of 2 will be array of 0 plus array of 1, and array of 3 will be array of 1 and array of 2. As because of the definition, the series of numbers in which each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. That means if we iterate from 2 to n, that means array of I will be equals to array of I minus 1 and plus array of I minus 2. So this logic can be converted into code here like this. So this is the default section, this is the vector. So I am declaring array of 2 here. And now okay, here better to declare here, because n is a variable, and then in this process we better to find up to n array n Fibonacci numbers here. That means the limit will be n and array of n will be initialized. That means array is initialized with n size, and the answer is just this answer and enter value is for user understanding, and the array of 0 and array of 1 is initialized. And I already said that we have to iterate from 2 to n, and each I value will be array of I minus 1 and array of I minus 2. So to printing the output, here this code is works as it iterates from 0 to n and prints each and every element we want. So when we're running it, if you give away like if you give 20 means it prints 20 Fibonacci numbers. Hope you understand. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Okay, you got right. So here 20 Fibonacci numbers. So when this program should be used, here memory is taking less, so we have to use this program. Here memory is being used more. So when you are given to find more Fibonacci numbers at a time, then you have to use this method. But when you are finding one number and memory efficient algorithm, then you have to use this program. So hope you like it, and both programs will run efficiently. So if you have any doubts and a clarification, just comment below. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.